watching NotesIn9.
Hello, and welcome to NotesIn9. I'm David Lady. Episode 108, XPages Mobile Control Problem and Solution. Warning, XPages Mobile Controls were injured in the making of this video. Okay, I just want to get right into this. This is a very short show. I did not intend to make this show right now, but I've been struggling with just two or three key things with mobile controls for a little while now, and this one, quite honestly, has been ticking me off. And I finally just got the solution, it appears. So I just want to go into what the solution is. This has to do with partial refreshing or full refreshing, I guess. I think it could be either. When you have an on-change event of an input field. So hopefully it's all explained in the demo. If you are working with mobile controls, wear a hard hat. Count to 10 a lot. I do really like the concept of mobile controls because of look and feel and stuff like that, but it's not an easy world to live in. I've been struggling with this problem now for a little while. It's made me start looking at Kendo UI and possibly even jQuery Mobile and Bootstrap and changing careers. But hopefully I have a solution here that will work and I can just move on with life. So anyway, here is the demo on this problem I've been having with mobile controls, at least one of them. Okay, so let's look at this problem I'm having and trying to explain what's going on here and hopefully try to explain how I'm solving it. We'll actually start with Stack Overflow. This is the original problem that I posted about where, again, I was having a problem where if I hit enter on a field and I wanted to onChange, do a refresh, it wasn't working. It would actually go back to my main menu of the mobile app, but the tab key would work. So I don't know. So I had a video demo here of the problem. There's code here of the problem, and Per, being the nice genius guy that he is, took some time and read my problem and gave me this solution. So I want to thank him for that, and Frederick kind of chimed in there too. But Per solution just didn't feel right. And when I say it didn't feel right, I don't mean it morally it didn't feel right. I mean it like only worked like 90% of the time right. For whatever reason, it's like 10% of the time it just didn't seem to work, or I didn't really know what it was going to do. So I did deploy it into a test situation, and I did kind of get it working, but I wasn't too happy with it, and I just saw a lot of weird behavior. 10% of the time. So okay, so let's look at the problem again. So here's a mobile app, and if I click on this, here's a field. This field is bound to view scope. Below here is a computed field bound to view scope. All I want in life is to enter some information in there, basically hit enter or tab, basically trigger the on-change event and have the page refresh. So in my day job life, I've got this really cool Bluetooth barcode scanner connected to this iPad. It has a little button to bring up the on-screen keyboard, so you still have access to that. And we can type stuff in here and refresh it. So if I do using tab, now if I use the tab key, this is the expected behavior. Okay, so that's just it. It's just I just want it to refresh and use the expect, and then have that refresh the screen. Now I'm gonna just basically start from scratch here because it's a little hard to reproduce this demo all the time the way I wanted to show it to you. Now if I do the same thing using enter, now if I use the enter key here, it actually goes back to the main menu for some reason that I don't understand. And it's super annoying when that's not what you want it to do. Now I could probably change the barcode scanner to trigger a tab rather than enter, but I shouldn't have to do that. Now if I hit the tab key right here, it works fine. So, but the enter does not. That's really kind of annoying. So we're just gonna start over here, and so here's the solution. Now, if I come in here, now you can already see it looks a little different, and I really don't know what's going on behind the scenes in the source that's making this different. So if anyone wants to chime in and tell me, I would love to know. But if I use and enter here, it works great. If I use tab, That works great too. Now watch this. Get this. This is great. This is great. Watch this. If I hit back, and I come back here, and I type and use enter, now it works because I went to the page that worked. So now I go back to the page that doesn't work. It doesn't work. It works now. So I don't know. It's frustrating as all hell. So if I come back in here after refreshing it, I go back to enter, it goes back to the main menu. Gar. I mean, on the surface, I really like the potential of XPages mobile controls. I love that it looks native. My users like it that they look native. But it's not a good place to live in, quite honestly, that I've found yet. So how do we fix this? What's the difference between those two fields? Okay, so if we look at this source here, and again, there's not too. I mean, it's just a standard mobile app. There's nothing special. This is actually the second one. So this is my solution page. The only difference between those two fields is this is checked. That's it. There's no suggestions. There's no values in there. It's just I've enabled type ahead, and that's why it worked for me in my production app. Because the original field where I did this for wasn't basically on a barcode. It was a type ahead, so that was available to me. So all this does is, on the event is on the onChange event is trigger a full update. Now obviously I'll be writing a lot more code there and stuff like that. So if you're doing anything like this with mobile controls, watch out for this, and hopefully you won't go through the pain that I've gone through now to discover this problem and solution. And that's the demo. For any other questions on this, just let me know. Post here on Stack Overflow, and I thank you for your time.